What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that's in the description box of the video. There can be a bit of a wait for a reading with me. If you ever want to explore your options, I've put links to my affiliates there as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Cancer, we're going to do a usual check-in. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome for the next 2 weeks based on the current energy. To anyone that's new to my channel, I infuse manifesting mindset and the universal law of assumption into all of my content. My readings on my channel are check-in points into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Cancer, have manifested and selected out of the infinite that are available right now in this very moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are meant for you. If you would like to manifest this differently, circumstances do not matter. It just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Cancer that you're being, and a reselection of new dominant thoughts, creating new assumptions about your specific person. And the outside must conform. You can have anything you want, okay? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go and look at my other content. I have a ton of content on universal law of assumption, and I also like to give tips as I go. Okay, Cancer, the person on your mind over the next 2 weeks, how are they feeling about you? Queen of Cups, Cancer, so emotional about you, basically, and Four of Wands. Focused on stability, long-term commitment. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be some issues to do with career and finances coming up. Let's have a look. We've got the World card, we've got the Tower card, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, Cancer. The Ten of Cups, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, Cancer. Big shifts and changes, okay? I did see the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse as I was shuffling. For some of you, there's been issues to date around someone being completely available, and I've got two Queens on the table, so there's a portion of you where something has come to an end because we've got the Justice card in the reverse. Perhaps in the recent past, Cancer, there's been issues here. I mean, that's about marriage, divorce, and legal matters, or this could be someone. With the Tower card, there's a separation or a big shake-up or a change going on. The World card also means completion and closure. So Cancer, and some of you also might be separated by distance with the World card. But in the overall energy, the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here in the near future tells me that there might be some kind of a sense of wanting accomplishment with you and some kind of a big change or a shift happening, potentially outside of your connection. So, but a positive kind of a Tower. I mean, Ten of Cups is happily ever after. It could be that there has been some unfinished business, you know, regarding legal matters, marriage, divorce, or separating from another energy. But it looks to me actually like this is a positive change. Yep, Six of Swords, moving in a smoother direction with you, Cancer. Some of you, if you are at a distance, this would be about taking a trip or doing some travel. The Tower card also means maybe you have had some kind of a tension or blow up and things are now changing. It could be because there was unfinished business outside of your connection that needed to be wrapped up. So maybe that was stalling things, because the Justice card in the reverse is when things are a little bit out of balance or unfair. But this person wants to, an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It could be today, Cancer, that this has been a bit non-committal. I saw when I was shuffling that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It could be because financial matters, someone not feeling very confident in that department because they're wrapping up something else, legal matters, contracts, marriage, divorce, or not really being on the market. But this is a shift, Cancer. So I mean, for some of you, you know, I mean, you've manifested everything, Cancer. So this could be actually like some kind of a new start between this person moving in a better direction where there's some kind of a big Tower moment happening, you know? Yeah, Judgment card. It's a revival energy between you and this person with a sense of wanting accomplishment and closing out what hasn't been working, that's been stalling the connection. So that's positive, Cancer. Okay, yep, Seven of Pentacles. There's that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's been a lot of waiting to see how things play out. There's a foundation between you and this person you've obviously not reached. The Ten of Pentacles, I am feeling like to date, So there's been an inability to really commit to this situation because of that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I explain what that could be. But someone's very amped up to take action, Cancer. King of Wands, there's attraction, there's chemistry. This is forward movement. I mean, some of you also, this is about finances and financial issues that have been getting in the way of building Ten of Cups, either because the finances are tied up, have been tied up in another connection, or actually just because someone has felt unready or not very confident in themselves. Some of you are dealing with an entrepreneur, or career has been playing into this quite heavily. And there's been Four of Cups, a sense of disappointment between the two of you. But Four of Cups, it looks like this person doesn't want to miss an opportunity. Okay? Now, there could have been some blow up between you and this person where, you know, there was a feeling like what was on offer wasn't really being taken, and questions around really committing to this situation. But let's have a look. Yeah, Emperor really committing to this situation. Emperor card in the reverse, with the Magician card in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So there's sort of this mixed energy, Cancer. This person, there's a sense of wanting a second chance and a comeback round, moving forward in a better direction. Seems to be there's tension. It's been non-committal. There's a sense of things not being very fair or very balanced, potentially due to outside energies or financial, material matters. But there's unfulfilled potential here. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. There's been some trust issues maybe between the two of you. Is the love very sincere? But we've got Nine of Swords, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about wanting to shift things in a more positive direction. This person's had a lot of stress, or the situation between the two of you seems to be stressing this person out. But this Tower tells me maybe some big shocks and surprises coming through with the revival, and in a positive way with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So let's have a look more importantly at you, Cancer, because that's the essential component. Anyone that watches me regularly knows that this is this is your manifestation. They're you pushed out, okay? Even the circumstances and everything, like I said in the opening, will shift for you fast and furiously if you select a new version of the connection, new version of the person, even third parties if things are still being wrapped up, Cancer. I'm really getting a strong, like, shake up kind of an energy. Something is going on that's creating a big shift between you and this person. So let me have a look at you, Cancer, and what you want. Four of Swords. Okay, things have been at a rest state. Okay, there's a processing. I mean, some of you, there's been a Tower energy between the two of you. Four of Wands. I saw the Four of Wands when I was shuffling for this person. So there seems to be a focus on wanting stability, house and home, reunion. There's a Queen of Wands in reverse, Cancer. Some of you are dealing with a situation where there's a sense of being the other person, okay? Now, if you have manifested like a third party situation, or just a situation where something has not been completed or wrapped up outside of the connection, Cancer, like I said to you, I mean, you can manifest anything. So you can manifest away third parties. You know, it's just, you just got to shift your focus and things will shift very quickly. There looks like a shift anyway. Look, we've got the Two of Wands, Cancer. We've got Death card. And then the Knight of Cups is in the upright. So this person, it looks to me like there's a concern that the love that they've missed an opportunity, or there's trust issues about the love being sincere because of the way things have been to date. Something needs to be made right between the two of you. There's something about accountability as well with the Judgment card and the Emperor card in the reverse. Emperor card in the reverse also can be a little bit like not really showing up. First of all, not showing up like an upright Emperor committed to the situation. And secondly, maybe not showing so much emotion with that Knight of Cups in the reverse as well. So there could be an energy of having held back quite a bit between the two of you. I think chemistry, no doubt. And then the unfulfilled potential, but there seems to have been a blow up, and I'm really getting, Cancer, it's got something to do with not committing to the situation for an external, because of an external party or untied stuff. Okay, now the Death card is transformation, and Two of Wands to me means, Cancer, that there's been a sense of a crossroads and something needing to end to move forward, and a plan needing to be made. You do feel like the love is genuine here with the Knight of Cups. Perhaps you're wanting this person to come in as a Knight of Cups. Well, Cancer, there's a revival energy here. I mean, you're manifesting everything. So if you want that Knight of Cups, we're going to get the oracles and see what they're going to do regardless, but you can shift anything at the end of this reading, guys. So there's sort of this waiting and then maybe thinking about the plan forward. We've got the plan forward, the Three of Wands. There's been waiting. There's a sense of not really wanting to wait anymore, okay, because the Six of Cups is in the reverse. So some of you are doubting that whatever has happened to date can be reconcilable, because maybe there's this frustration at waiting to get maybe the commitment. Maybe you feel this person doesn't want to wait anymore, or you don't want to wait anymore. Let's have a look at this Death card. Yeah, exactly. It's all about patience, patience, patience. And there's been erratic communication, or maybe some of you, there's been a stop to communication, because I saw the Four of Swords. So that's like things being at a rest state. This is definitely the revival, okay? So a lot of you are going to get the reconnection, okay? But there's been a whole thing around patience, impatience, Four of Pentacles and the Moon. Some of you are dealing with a situation that involves secrecy. If you're dealing with an external party that hasn't been completely wrapped up, you know, or there's just this there's been a lot of lack of clarity, maybe on a lot of holding back on emotions, on feelings, not everything revealed. Four of Pentacles could be triggering an insecurity, Cancer, or you feel like this person's held back quite a lot. They mutually feel like there's a rejection here. But I'm just getting a strong message that there's a big change happening, because we've got the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card. This is a huge shift. So it's a rebalancing, a revival. For some of you, there is really closing out unfinished business to move forward. Now, the Ace of Pentacles didn't come out in the upright, so there could be a revival and there could be a shift. The aim is the Ten of Cups. Now, for some of you, if there's a revival and there's a shift and you're looking for the actual commitment, and you're feeling like you still need to wait around for that, guys, you're manifesting everything. So you just need to go to the end and let all the circumstances fade away, and the person will show up and give you the commitment. So don't focus on anything else. You can go and watch some of my lives or my other videos, and we go over like tips and affirmations and all of that. It's coming down to just being in the state of you having what you want, okay? So you can also walk away from this reading and forget the characters in the show that you don't like, or the circumstances, or if they've said they're not ready, or they still need to wrap things up, or if you feel like things are at a crossroads or whatever. Look, the Six of Cups in the reverse, you are partly doubting that things can be reconciled, but you're still kind of hanging in there. So it's mixed, Cancer. So you should decide what you want and then feed them a new script. Step into that reality. What do they want in the next couple of weeks? Okay, see, beginnings. Try again. Start over. Judgment card. Okay, so we've got double Scorpio with that Judgment card. Libra energy, Aries energy. We've got another Scorpio over here. Sagittarius, Pisces. What else does this person want? Conflict, clashing, differences, okay? And then peace, balance, harmony. They want to rebalance with you, okay? Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. And then there's been obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. There's something about concealing emotions. Emperor card in the reverse can be that way, or concealing. Because, guys, I already explained, for some of you, this is a situation where things have to be, or when you've come together, things had to be tied up between someone and someone, you know. Okay, past life, deja vu. So there's a familiarity between the two of you. Okay, you might have a strong soul connection. I do think there's something higher going on. And then we have shocking, guys. Only you. Shocking. Tower. Only you. So some of you, there's a wrapping up. If there was another energy or other energies, things are crumbling. Devoted, attached, crave. And I'm just seeing come back around. We do have family. So some of you, families playing into this, okay? Like children, marriage, legal matters, material matters, etc. But also this would be a new beginning, and missing you and only wanting you, and potentially maybe this could be about family together, Ten of Cups, okay? Because there's a releasing of something, letting go, moving on, That's what I'm saying, Cancer. So you would have manifested that. So Cancer, you can just persist in the end, your most preferable outcome that you want. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but anyone that watches me regularly knows why I'm doing it. I'll get a unspoken truth, sorry, a burning heart oracle, because it looks like there's been stuff that's been concealed. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. I'm afraid of commitment. Okay, some of you are dealing with a situation where there were legal matters, etc., but there's like third parties influencing it, and so they were scared to leave, scared to commit. Well, that's playing into the situation. I'm afraid that I lost you forever. That's that Four of Cups energy. What else? What else? You deserve better than them. Some of you, you know what? Some of you, you're both kind of involved with other people, or there's an assumption that there's unfinished business with other people. For sure, someone has something that they haven't wrapped up. It's your end or their end. And then there's jealousy, I think, Four of Pentacles, that someone has someone else. Am I making sense, guys? There's a lot. I'm just getting that. But it's, I think it's more financial ties on this end with like legal matters, etc., or family. Yeah, I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. And one more. There's a big shake-up going on, Cancer. Okay, we're meant to be together. I'll wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. There's been a lot of waiting. So something about like when you came together, then there's been some mystery and concealing, potentially due to other energies, other people being manipulative, money, divorce, legal matters, children, something like that. But they're devoted to you. There's a big shift changing. I ran because I wasn't ready for you. Maybe not ready because still unfinished business outside of your connection. Maybe not financially ready. But Cancer, all of this waiting and waiting, okay, you can skip the waiting. First of all, there is a shake-up, and I think that there is a return. But even if you have a return and you're holding on to the idea that things are still going to take a while, then this person might come in and say, I still need more time. Don't do that, Cancer, because you've manifested that. If you want the result, you just need to go to the end and you need to affirm, visualize whatever technique you want to do, but do it with persistence and be in the knowing that that is what you're manifesting. That's your reality. And then pay attention to who you're being. Watch my last live stream where I talk about it, okay? Not shifting states, not wavering, and then you get your result. The outside's going to conform for you. All right, Cancer, I hope that resonated for some of you. It doesn't have to be for everyone, guys. And I intend that it helped some of you, and I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.